Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. Before we dive into the topic, you guys read the title. I just want to say my apologies for the dark kind of room. My power's out in my local area right now, so that is why. Now, narcissists cannot handle a taste of their own medicine. They can dish it, but they cannot take it. All right. So if you've spent any amount of time around narcissists or narcissistic people or very insecure people, what you'll notice and what you've probably picked up on, and I've certainly picked up on this, is that they cannot, like, for the life of them, handle a taste of their own medicine. They can't handle it whenever you hold the mirror up to them. So, they can be a horrible, nasty person and just say the worst kind of stuff about other people and shit on people constantly and try to get people fired from their jobs and report everyone to HR and all this kind of stuff. And they're just chronically offended all the time and all this sort of stuff. They're like looking to hurt other people and just, you know what I mean? They're just a shitty person. But as soon as you or someone else flips it back on them and starts treating them the same way that they are treating other people, oh my God, all of a sudden it's the end of the world. They can't take it, you know what I mean? It's the nukes have dropped outside. It's Armageddon. It's the end of everything. They just suddenly can't take it. It's just like their ego is so hurt and, oh my God, I cannot believe you treated me the same way that I treat everybody else on a daily basis. How dare you show me who I am? You know what I mean? Like, these types of people are so insecure and they're so much like in their ego 100%. They're so just like disconnected from any sense of truth or reality, or they're so, their mind is so much in the clouds to where it's like they literally cannot even see their own behavior at all. So that's why it's like when you're around these people, like, let's just say, for example, I'm going to use the workplace as an example because I think the workplace is the kind of the place where you kind of encounter these types of people the most. Let's just say you have like some narcissistic manager, right? Who's like a complete douchebag, a complete piece of garbage, just treats all the employees like shit, like is always pointing out the mistakes of everyone else. Like, I can't believe he wore that, or she is so this, he is so that, you know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, I can't believe you made all these mistakes and all this. How could you make all these mistakes and all this kind of shit? But then anytime the roles are reversed, like if you try to call out their behavior, or if you try to you kind of play devil's advocate or something like that, and you start doing the same thing to them, they cannot handle it at all, guys. That's, their egos are so fragile. Like, their egos are so fragile to the point where it's like any minor criticism that you send their way, they are just offended to like the moon and back. They can't handle it at all. It's just, how could you say that? How could you do that to me? Oh my God, you are so rude and evil and just horrible. You're the worst person ever. Meanwhile, all this person does day after day after day after day is be a nasty, rude, horrible person to other people. You know what I mean? So again, they can do whatever the hell they want to everybody else and just be a complete piece of garbage, but you cannot do the same thing back to them. It's like they want their ego stroked 24/7. Don't hold me accountable. Don't make me aware of myself. Don't tell me anything that's real about who I am, because again, they don't know who they are. So a lot of people, a lot of narcissists are not ready to hear about themselves. That's why all they do is focus on other people. You can't force self-awareness from these people. They're not self-aware people at all. You know what I mean? So that when you do the same thing back to them that they are doing to you or to other people, they don't take it as like a self-awareness kind of wake-up call. They don't take it as like, oh, I get it. This person is giving me a taste of my own medicine. I understand. Okay, I get it. They don't like self-reflect. They don't understand what you're doing. You know what I mean? So it's like their ego just takes a hit. It's like in their mind, it's like you're being insubordinate, or you're being you're being just a horrible person and stuff like this. But meanwhile, they can't see that they are the horrible person. You know what I mean? That's all you're doing, is showing them who they are. That's all you're doing when you give them a taste of their own medicine or do the same thing to them. That's all you're doing. You're literally matching energy. I mean, that's all you're doing. You're matching the person's energy. You're taking a big mirror and you're like, hey, buddy, this is you. This is you. This is what you're doing. They don't take it like that, because again, the narcissist has like a very fragile sense of self. They have a very, almost to the point where it's like they don't even have a sense of self. You know, they're not like you. They're not a healthy person, guys. They're not somebody with a solid identity. They're not somebody that knows who they are at all. They're very, very insecure. They're very, very fragile. You know what I mean? They're very, very lost and all this kind of stuff. So that's why, you know, if you've spent any amount of time around these types of people, around narcissists, you've probably noticed this yourself. They can dish it out all day, but they cannot take it, guys. And I'm here to tell you that if you're around people like that and you've noticed that that's how they are, don't take people like that seriously. I mean, you guys don't need to hear it from me. You probably don't take them seriously already, and keep doing that, okay? Because these types of people are not serious people. These types of people are not people that really have a good head on their shoulders anyway, you know? So you really, if you're in a situation where you are forced to be around people like that, I understand it, okay? I get it. You just gotta, you can't do anything. You know what I mean? They want like control over you and shit. You can't say anything. You can't give them a taste of their own medicine. Nothing like that. You can't flip the script on them. You can't match their energy. It's like nothing like that. They have to be the person that is like on top. You know what I mean? They have to be the person that like is in the powerful position. They don't see other people as an equal human being to have a conversation with. They're not looking for a conversation. They are looking to dominate other people in this pseudo kind of way. You know what I mean? They're cockroaches. They're very, very low down people. They're extremely low vibrational, extremely low level of consciousness, extremely just very, very low understanding about who they are, about the world, about this existence, about reality, about spirituality. Like they don't have about empathy. They don't have empathy. All these sorts of things, and you know, it's just these people are very, very exhausting to be around. It's nothing but entitlement. It's nothing but self-importance. They're always the one that's in the right. You know what I mean? They are always correct, and anybody that has a different perspective is wrong, and that sort of thing. So that's why you can't give them a taste of their own medicine. That's why you can't flip a mirror onto them. That's why they're just like confused. They're very, very confused people. The thing is, they don't like themselves, okay? I would even go as far as to say a lot of these people hate themselves. So, therefore, they will do anything but self-reflect. They will do anything but look at themselves. So that's why they're always pointing out the mistakes of others. It's like, this person made a mistake, that person made a mistake, this person made a mistake, you made a mistake, you made a mistake, you made a mistake. But it's like, they can never admit when they've made a mistake, okay? And let me just be clear. These narcissists make lots of mistakes, okay? But you can't make them aware of it. You can't make them aware of themselves. That they're in a constant mode of escaping themselves. They're in a constant mode of, I don't want to look at myself. I don't want to look at myself. Don't force me to look at myself. You know what I mean? So that's why they're constantly in this state of heavily focusing on other people. That's why all they do is shit on other people. All they do is tear people down. All they do is say rude, nasty, horrible, mean things about other people, because they have to do that. They don't want to. They don't like themselves, guys. They really, really want to get away from themselves any way they can. So therefore, they're going to do everything they can to not reflect. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna, they can't, they don't want to look inward. They want to look outward. They want to look outward. You can't make them aware of themselves. So they're extremely self-righteous. They're very, very self-righteous people. They are correct. They are superior. They have to be seen. They have to be the superior person in the situation. They have to be the superior person, even when they're not. Like they're obviously not. You know what I mean? They're obviously some cockroach. They have to compensate for that by pretending and acting outwardly like they are this superior, amazing person that is just so perfect and awesome and amazing, and everybody else is the problem. Never me. Never me. Never look in a mirror. It's like, I feel like a lot of these people have never looked into a mirror at all. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, when you just want to tell some of these people, yo, when's the last time you've looked into a mirror? You know what I'm saying? Because let me just tell you, you have a lot of problems yourself. You're a very nasty person yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they can dish it, but they cannot take it. That's just what it is, guys. That's what I've noticed. You cannot. Narcissists cannot handle a taste of their own medicine. So, yeah, that's kind of the video, guys. Let me know if you agree in the comments. Let me know your perspective. Let me know if I missed anything. And yeah, that's the video. See you guys in the next one.